So I'll go to the next one. This is a very nice presentation of the mechanisms of probiotics. These are all taken from medical journals, and I would be glad to email you the complete articles. Just email me and we'll have all of it. As you can see, we can have a competition for nutrients, immune stimulation, very important, reduction of inflammation, especially people who have IBD. And so this is a whole immune system. They say the gut is the center of the immune system. So that's very important. This is another representation of the mechanism of action of probiotics. This is another one. This article is specific for inflammatory bowel disease, and the main points are blocking pathogenic bacterial effects by producing antibacterial substances and competing with pathogens for binding to epithelial cells, to defining the balance between necessary and excessive defense immunity, and the third, promoting intestinal epithelial cell. Now what's happening? Mechanisms of action. When you take high doses of probiotics or a good dose of probiotics, what are the basic mechanisms? One, you can have a direct effect, which means it can kill bad bacteria, depending on dosage, and depends how much you kill, but again. Number two mechanism is changing the environment of the colonic area, so that, as I said, the importance of bad bacteria is reduced. Third is improving the immune system. And why is all that? Because when your flora is balanced, your digestion is improved, your immune system goes up. As a result, your immune system takes care of your problems. So the effect of probiotics is not a direct effect, it's an indirect effect. So the immune system is essential for anybody. This diagram, I put it, which may be out of the scope of you folks. There's a lot of research on the brain-gut relationship, and we have a specific formula for autistic children. And when the majority of them, if not more than 90%, have digestive problems. And when they use probiotics, we have a specific formula which is called D-lactate-free formula. And we go up in dosage. We have 6-year-old autistic children that take 800 billion a day. And so we have a dosage protocol, and we go up gradually in dosage. We start, let's say, from 50 or 100 billion a day, even less. And so the mother, they go up, and the mothers, they decide on the dosage based on the results they get. So some people may be fine with 100 billion, some people will be fine with 800 billion. And the response of autistic children vary because it's a spectrum. So some people get perfect, very good results, some people get very mild results. So it's important to understand the gut-brain relationship, and people who have IBD or IBS, they may have be depressed or tired because directly affect the brain. Another point that I want to make while I'm here, the intestinal microflora of a child becomes well established by the age of 3. And we have a flyer explaining why autism occurs. And we have about 85 responses to questionnaires in our website, and you can see that all of them, autism occurs between the ages of 0 to 3. Why is that? Because the intestinal flora and the immune system of a child becomes established by the age of 3. So during that time, if you give antibiotics, if the child is C-section born, not breastfed, if mother has some problems before birth, these affect the immune system. And when it comes to vaccination period, and if all these negative points are there, then, and if they give a few vaccinations in one shot, the child cannot take it, and it can hit the brain. That gut-brain relationship is so important, that's why I'm concentrating on it. These are the different probiotic bacteria, just for your information. We carry about 12, 13, 14 different strains. this is a very nice presentation also on the health benefit of probiotics. And I will pass it because it's very clear. Again, now we get questions as to what is L. acidophilus for, or what is L. plantarum for, or what is L. rhamnosus. L. rhamnosus, for example, is very specific for Clostridium difficile, as well as Saccharomyces boulardii. So we have a specific formula for people who have Clostridium difficile, where the majority we put L. rhamnosus. So as you can see, we have, there are different. The probiotic bacteria overlap in their characteristics, which means that if somebody says, what does L. acidophilus do? Well, you can have L. plantarum and L. rhamnosus do the same thing. So by combining them, you get a synergistic effect. So a multi-strain formulation is always better than a single-strain formulation. And this is a very important graph, let's say. Each probiotic bacteria is tested genetically to be that specific strain. And this table indicates the variety of location genetically of each strain. So we pick up a strain from each area and then combine them together so that you can get a whole effect for the small as well as large intestine. So that's why a combination of lactobacilli and bifidobacteria together is very important. This table also indicates the acid resistance of probiotics, and therefore we use probiotic bacteria that are acid resistant. And there's more data here, which I will not go through. And this will end my presentation. Now, regarding dosages, as I said, is extremely important. And as I said, the dosage for every person is different. And we start with a low dosage. And whether they have, whatever digestive issue they have. So normalizing the flora is essential because that brings the immune system up and understanding intestinal microbiome, because the digestive system is a biological entity. It's not just a pipe where you can go in and out. It's a biological. You cannot see the bacteria if you go inside. You cannot see the bacteria. So understanding all this will be very helpful to the medical profession, and combining the medical evaluation is very important. Combining that with the good bacteria and diet together, you can get optimum results. Thank you very much.